A new appointment by Pope Leo the Fourteenth is being interpreted by many as a direct challenge to United States President Donald Trump, particularly concerning his administration's migration policies. The Pope has appointed a former refugee as a bishop in the United States, a move with significant political resonance. Pope Leo the Fourteenth has named the Salvadoran clergyman Evelio Menjivar-Ayala as the new Bishop of Wheeling-Charleston. This diocese encompasses the entirety of the U.S. state of West Virginia, a region widely recognized as a stronghold for the Republican Party. 55-year-old Bishop Menjivar-Ayala succeeds Bishop Mark E. Brennan, whose resignation has been accepted according to OSV News. Bishop Menjivar-Ayala's personal history is particularly poignant in the context of current immigration debates. He arrived in the United States in 1990 at the age of 20 as an undocumented migrant from El Salvador. He has spoken openly about his challenging journey, stating that it took him 3 attempts to cross the border, including an interim detention in Mexico and a perilous trek across the desert. Ultimately, he managed to cross the border hidden in the trunk of a car, as reported by the Washington Post. He carried little more than a change of clothes in his backpack, but, as he recounted, a wealth of dreams. At that time, his home country was embroiled in a brutal civil war. Upon his arrival in the U.S., he initially worked in various manual jobs, diligently learned English, and completed his high school education before deciding to pursue the priesthood. In 2023, he was appointed Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Washington, becoming the first bishop of Central American descent in the United States at that time. During a press conference, Bishop Menjivar-Ayala expressed that he accepts his new office with great joy and humility. He emphasized that his sole agenda is to serve the people of the diocese to the best of his ability and to grow together in faith and fidelity to Christ. He also announced his intention to foster dialogue, especially with young people, workers, and migrants. In the past, he has been a vocal critic of the United States government's migration policies. This appointment is widely perceived as a symbolic gesture against the migration policies championed by United States President Donald Trump. Since President Trump's return to the White House early last year, his administration has pursued a notably stringent approach against migrants, many of whom originate from Central and South America. The current Pope, who himself lived for many years as a missionary and bishop in Peru, vehemently criticized these policies even during his time as a cardinal. He continues to advocate for a humane approach to refugees. Pope Leo the Fourteenth has had several recent confrontations with the United States government. He previously criticized actions mandated by President Trump concerning the U.S. immigration and customs enforcement, often referred to as ICE. More recently, the Pope publicly condemned President Trump and his Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, over their rhetoric regarding the Iran conflict. President Trump's declaration of intent to annihilate Iranian civilization was deemed unacceptable by the Pope, leading to a verbal counterattack from President Trump. What's your take on Pope Appoints Refugee Bishop provoking President Trump? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.